Hello there, Capricorn. My name is Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading is going to be for Capricorn for January of 2021. Happy New Year to everybody. For everyone that's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck, kind of like an overall view of the month. And we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have a weird speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. Makes all you Capricorns named Frankie, I suppose, for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You'll get a more comprehensive view of the month. I don't believe the cards will go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month as like an overall theme. Now, we have some good words down here, and boy, did we get the cards to kind of like go with those good words there. Sisterhood, brotherhood, abundance. And we have 3 cards that show that right in a row. Relaxation, awakening, and discernment. So it's going to be an interesting month. You know, we still have a lot going on all over the world. If you're here in the States, we still have a lot of crazies here every single day, and a lot of people ill. There's a lot of things going on, but I think we Capricorns are on the upside of that swing. Hopefully things will get together for us. Our first card here is the 8 of Rods, and that's when things are moving like towards our goals, but they're moving very quickly, but success is assured, and that is absolutely kind of like the most excellent message for us to actually start up with a reading with. So it's a time to follow through on anything that which we kind of like have already been involved in, and get ready now for the very next move. And this is going to be kind of important. So we shot our arrows into the air. They are aimed directly at our goals, right at the spot. So right now is our time for action, kind of like initiating the very next phase of some kind of an enterprise, but it's a busy, hopeful type of energy that comes with this 8 of Rods energy, where even if things are moving really fast, we move with those changes, with those things. We plan our next move. We're ready to jump on it right on time. And, you know, we establish the role that we want to play in this thing. And we let go of anything that we're no longer comfortable with. Any, role or job or things like that just were not working out for us any longer and were not beneficial. Those are the things that we truly, right now, need to allow out of our lives. And we have a card that even is going to show that to us, actually. And we have the word discernment. And that discernment word is going to go with 2 of the cards here. Yes, it will go with 2 of our cards. Yeah, 2 of them that are here, because our next card here is the 8 of Pentacles, and that's us. We are Pentacle energy, Earth energy right there, So this one, though, is the card of a craftsman, of someone who is like really good at what they do. We Capricorns are good at leadership, at organization, things like that. This guy here has 6 pentacles on the wall that he's perfected. He has the 7th one right there underneath his elbow, holding it down and making a carbon copy onto that 8th one. Really someone who knows what they're doing. But in this case, it suggests like maybe learning some type of new skill to put under our belt. But whatever it is we're doing, even if it is a new career, we're going to be extremely successful at it. So we're in the process of training ourselves right now very intensely. with some kind of a clear goal in mind. Now, we're all different Capricorns. We all have different goals, you know. Usually pentacles might be around our material wealth or material world plane things, but this is a card of integrating an old skill into some type of maybe a new form, or even maybe doing some educational process, maybe to add a new skill in that's going to be beneficial to what we do already. And it's when we get to a point where we've tried all kinds of ways, various means to make our living, and we want to use our personal resources kind of to realize some type of material sufficiency, more money in our pockets here in the earth plane, and that's going to fulfill the needs that we have in our life and allow us basically to expand. And so our sureness of purpose with this card is what is going to guarantee our success and our craftsmanship in this case, because we've really perfected this, kind of gets rewarded with commission, maybe promotions, maybe sometimes new businesses coming in, or you know, maybe a raise in salary. That could happen too. That is all that abundant energy. Now I'm saying it because this next card is another number 8. And the 8s are the infinity symbol. We have 3 8s in a row. And that shows that we have leadership skills and opportunities that are coming to us. You know, it's the infinity symbol. It is an 8 on its side. It shows that we have capacity to acquire things in the earth plane, like managerial skills, leadership qualities, the ability to organize. But we have to leave some things behind in order to do that. And we're going to have to use our discernment in order to realize this type of abundance, because our next 8 is kind of a tough one, but once again, it's still an 8. We're going to have to turn our backs or walk away from something, some kind of a situation where the only solution we have at this time is to turn our back on it and go in basically another direction. Whatever it is, whatever it is, either isn't working like we expected it to do, or it isn't even important, not all that important to us anymore, just doesn't make any difference, because the person's walking away from 8 very neatly filled up, stacked up cups, right? So they're walking away from something that maybe they originally thought was good that is no longer suiting them. So there's our word discernment in there. Might be wishing things could have been maybe different somehow, but knowing that they're not, knowing that we have to let it go. Whatever it is, we're going to have to kind of let it go, move on with our lives. It's not important. Unfortunately, usually this is some type of a relationship in our life, maybe that has reached like a really big or bad state of deterioration. And the only solution would be for us to walk away. Could be a friendship, it could be a love relationship, it could be some type of situation or original thing that we had thought was going to go really well, or a way to make something go really well that just is not basically working for us anymore. But the number 8 again, so the number 8 says that we do have these skills, we do have all these talents, basically managerial skills, abilities to for leadership, things like that. So whatever's holding us back from stepping up or doing that awakening process that gets us to our goal, we need to let go of it. And then the abundance is going to flow like really into our path and in our way. And I think we kind of probably this month, when something good is coming at us, I want to almost say don't look the gift horse in the eye, because it actually is going to be a gift horse in some manner or form. Even if we think, oh, this is terrible. Sometimes that Eight of Cups could be just something simple, like kids going back to school, or, things like maybe we had some holiday company and they left and we're missing them, but it could be a simple thing. But in that manner and respect, I kind of think with the 3/8 in a row, for most of us it's going to be okay. I've got to move on. I'm going to pick and choose wisely this time, decide who I want to be in this particular situation. And if this one didn't work out for me, I'm going for the gold in another one. It's basically like oh well type energy, and we're going to do it. We're really going to do it. But I'm going to say, don't whine too. Our next energy is Queen of Swords. Now, male or female, this isn't us. Usually, maybe we're being called to step into this kind of energy. But Queen of Swords is a card of severance. On my other cards, or a card of bereavement too. It's a really powerful figure, an authority figure, formidable power. This kind of energy in the mental world or in the spiritual world is extremely strong. And on my other cards, she's sitting sideways on her throne, and she has a cut-off rope around her wrist, and her sword is held right out in front of her. It's like, come on, I'm either going to knight you or I'm going to chop off your head. That kind of energy. So male or female, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. Some of us might need to step up and into this kind of energy. It's strong. And others of us, it could be someone helping us to think about what is the best thing for us to kind of walk away from, maybe, that type of energy. She can mean, or he or she can mean like personal loss, or a personal emotional loss, like a divorce, widowhood, being a widower, things like that. Single person that is a person of authority and power, very strong-willed. So it's really a formidable energy, extremely strong-willed, It could mean that we are going forward after some type of a really upsetting situation, maybe the one we're walking away from in the Eight of Cups, but moving on to higher vistas, and even becoming more spiritually aware or awakened in this process, And I think for a lot of us, that's what this Queen of Swords energy is going to mean. Now, I want to say about the Queen of Swords also. Let's say the Queen of Swords is maybe our boss. The Queen of Swords energy really, it doesn't mean they don't possess emotion. That's the way I want to say it. But actually, they don't kind of push emotion. You cannot approach them without facts. So let's say I'm going to the Queen of Swords and I need to report something that's happening or going on at work, basically. So I'm going to go to the Queen of Swords. Do not go in and cry and say, Judy hurt my feelings and she throws her work on it. No, I have it all documented, all there, laid out in detail for the Queen of Swords to look over. You don't cry or boo-hoo around the Queen of Swords energy. Remember, this energy is so strong, and it's a person that came through some type of loss, and on the other side became even better for it. So if it was a boss energy, it's going to seem very strict, right? But extremely logical. Don't cry to me. Show me, what it is. What's the problem? Count it right out for me in front of my face. If it was like even a person that was going to loan me money, I'd go in with every single detail that I needed to present for that loan. I would come really equipped. Here's all my facts. Here it is. It's all laid out for you. Honor that kind of energy with the Queen of Swords in that reading, and we'll go extremely far this month if we think about it even for a minute, because our next is the Knight of Rods energy. So it's fire energy, male or female, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius type energy, male or female. This is not argumentative or a battle night. It's a jousting night. They're kind of like off to the games. And this one is a messenger night and carries a message concerning our work. Because Wands or Rods energy is usually business finance. So it concerns work or some type of social activity, but it brings us good news that comes usually from a person, and it's usually some type of a happy event, a journey, maybe anything that I really anticipate that's happy for me, a change of residence, a change of job, engagement sometimes with this, a marriage with it. So if we're walking away from something, we're going towards something better. It's usually a person, maybe someone younger than us, a relative, a friend, something like that, but they have and possess the same qualities as the King and Queen, which are loyalty, honestness, truthful all the time, stand up for us, be beside us, and also means that they are absolutely trustworthy and that they're faithful. So whatever message they bring to us, it's very important and it's honest and it's good news. So I don't know where it's going to come down in our lives, but it'll come down. And with those 3 8s in here, I think the abundance in our life is almost guaranteed to be flowing through. And I think, a deep connection to spirit is going to be a relevant or important part about that. Because if we think about it, walking away with our head held high and leaving the past behind us, like that Queen of Swords energy, even though they suffer bereavement or separation, they're way stronger because of it, and they use it to just go on and go forward. So whatever it is we need to move away from, we need to move away from it with like a dignity and our heads held high. Don't leave loose ends this month. That's what they keep telling me. Don't leave loose ends. Oh my, really don't leave loose ends. Our opportunity to forgive is our angel card. I don't know what's going on in this 8 of Cups for us guys, but we have the opportunities here. It says, this situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you to release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energy, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. Now, the other thing I wanted to say about having those 3 8s, and I failed to say it, honestly. But it's like when we have all that many 8s out of 5 cards, remember other people in our lives. So keeping that in mind, remembering other people also, not being like selfish, just keeping other people's interests also in our minds while we're moving on. It's part of that infinity symbol number. It says the angels sent you this card because they see you've grown weary of a reoccurring negative pattern in your life. To break the cycle, it's imperative for you to release any old toxic thoughts about current situation and relationship. Can do this by breathing deeply and on each exhalation, giving your fears, worries, and anger and other painful emotion to the angels. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you're condoning the other person's behavior, just means that you're unwilling to carry toxic feelings and thoughts about him or her. Release, be free, experience positive patterns through forgiveness. Avoid blaming yourself or others as you release anger. A creative resolution to the situation will appear. There are hidden blessings in this relationship and situation. Focus upon desires instead of fear or judgment. That kind of tells me something better is coming to us, something that's going to influence us even more and for a even better life, basically. Well, Capricorn, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all, thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them. Really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me or just go neb about me, or if you need to set an appointment with me, all the information's down below the screen at the website, and that's in the About section over there. And there's 2 short videos over at the website. One explains the prayer class, the other the suture classes. Prayer class, it tells you how and why to format prayers the way you do, and it's 2.5 hours long. Sutras are just simple thought forms. Put them in a meditation. It takes 5 minutes a day and enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. But little videos over at the website explain that. So to all of you I met through 4 whole years of doing YouTubes, everybody I've met through 32 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.